Buddy, your Sensitive here, back in my program, and I'm still doing the Blood Mage. Do have a couple more videos to do on him, and this one's gonna tackle the next one on the list, which is his passive abilities. Finished all the actives; those are pretty cool. They actually didn't take as long as I thought, so that was a nice little bonus. But yeah, anyways, gotta do the two passives. The first one's Blood Training, reduces all health costs by 15%, and then it further reduces it by another 10%. And then another upgrade, 20% chance to heal on spellcast instead of spending health. So it's basically, like for here, it costs 30% current health, 10 minimum. It'll have a 20% chance to instead heal you by 30% of your current health, or 10, depending on the cast itself. But anyways, the other one's Augmentation, increases spell damage by 35%, and an upgrade converts all attack damage that you deal to spell damage. So you'll deal no attack damage for the rest of the game, and it'll all deal spell damage. And then the next upgrade is 20% chance to convert spell damage to divine damage. So it'll convert the attack damage to spell damage, and then if you have this one, all the spell damage that you deal, even from this conversion, will have a percent chance to also convert to divine damage. So it's pretty cool. Seems like a pretty cool ability. Anyways, let's get those over there. Gonna go into my passives, do that and do that. So first one's going to be Blood Training. And this one, the thing I could do is I could just have a listener for a current health cast and just reduce it by 15%. But the problem with that is, say you have only 20 health and you want to use this ability. Problem is, well, let's say you have 15 health, less than 20, something less than 20. You won't be able to use this ability because you don't have enough health to cover the cost. Because the thing is, if you have just a listener that's listening for a current health cast, it applies after it's checked if you have enough health. So even if once this 20 is reduced by the percentage, even if that reduces it below the health that you have, making you able to cast it, it won't matter because it checks if you have the health first before it does the conversion. So I think what I'll have to do here is when you unlock the ability, it'll just go through all of the abilities that use health as a cost and just reduces them by 15%. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not going to do anything with Blood Boil because Blood Boil doesn't have an initial cast. The health reduction comes from the spell itself and not from the cast. So Blood Boil is not going to be touched, but the other three abilities are. So anyways, what we're going to do is yes, I need a variable. It's going to be health reduction, or I'll call it cast reduction to make it more understandable. It's going to be a number equals to 0.15. Override update description. So this dot description equals all health costs are reduced by math.round this dot cast reduction times 100 plus percent. Very, very easy. Okay, so override unlock, and then what this one's going to do is we're going to have to go into all of the active abilities here. So we're going to go into active dot, not active. I think I might have to import active spell. Yeah, I have to. So I have to like new active spell to import it. Active spell dot blood mage, and then not blood boil, but hemorrhage dot initial. No. What's the variable called? Is it just base cost? Yeah, hemorrhage is the base cost, so that's going to be base cost minus times equals 0.85. So that's going to reduce it by 15%. And then whenever you upgrade the ability to give you further cost reduction, it's going to reduce it by another 10%? Yeah, I also just figured out another problem. The thing is, if I No, yeah, because if I reduce, hold on, I'll pull up a calculator to explain what I'm trying to say. So let's say the health cost is 100, and then in the ability, it says it reduces health cost by 15% and then a further 10. You'd think this would scale linearly, meaning you get this one, well, it scales linearly, and then you think when you get the initial unlock plus the upgrade, you get a total of 25% health cost reduction. But the way that I'm doing it is, it doesn't scale linearly, it scales multiplicatively. So this is going to multiply by 0.85, and then it'll multiply it by another 0.9 to reduce it by another 10%. And as you can see, it didn't reduce it as much as initial, like when the total cost reduction, which is 25, because 15 plus 10, 7.5. You see, the difference is not by a huge factor, but it's still not linear. And so what I think I'm going to have to do is when you upgrade the spell, it'll just divide all the base costs by 0.85 to put them back to where they were originally, and then multiply them by 0.75. Or I guess I could find the number that I actually need to multiply it by. I guess I could do that. Hold on, I can figure that out real quick. So like times 0.85. So then 85 times what gives you 75. So then that's basically just like is it 75 divided by 85? 0.882 times 85? Yeah, okay. So that would be, hold on, I gotta go back. 85. No, it's the other way. 75 divided by 85. And so I actually have to reduce the health cost by I can do like 1 minus 75 divided by 85. Yeah, so on the upgrade, it says 10%, but I actually have to reduce it by 11.76470 whatever percent to get it, because you see the multiplier has to be higher in order to scale linearly instead of multiplicatively. Hopefully that made sense. I know I'm not too good at explaining things, because whenever I'm trying to explain something, I have like a million different ways of explaining it running through my head, and I have to get it all parsed correctly. So anyways, just know that I'll hold on, -1 times the -1. Yeah, okay, cool. Just know that this is the new number that I'm gonna have to multiply it by instead of 0.9. Okay, so dot blood mage bleed out. Thing is, bleed out costs a multiple base cost I guess I could just do the same thing. Let's see, because if it costs it kind of costs like 0.3% of your current health, because it costs 30% current health in order to do that. Times 0.85. It's going to be reduced to 25.5%, which is pretty cool. So then I actually have to go into bleed out. The blood mage spends. Yeah, okay, hold on. I do need to upgrade or update this description right here. Plus math, oh geez, math.round this dot base cost mult times, I'm gonna do like times 1000. What is it, divided by 10? Is that correct? So that it rounds to the nearest thousandth place instead of the hundredth place. I think that's right. Because like if it's like 0.225, which is what it's going to be, it's gonna multiply it by 1,000, which will put it, you know, right, the decimal right here. Round it and then divide it by 10, which would put it there. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Sorry, I had to parse it like that. Percent current health, and then I need to do the same thing. Plus this dot base cost plus, oh geez, 10 minimum. Yes. Okay. So then from here, I'm gonna have to update bleed out's description because in the description itself, it tells you he spends how much health. The cost itself is going to be updated automatically in the game, but the description won't be, so that's why I added that to the bleed out description, because here I'm going to have to go into the bleed out and update the description so that it updates it with the new base cost. And then I also have to go into bleed out because I also need to decrease the base cost like initially so that the 10 minimum, oh geez, what have I done? It goes down to 8.5 or 9. So then from here, the last one is infusion times equals 0.85. Okay, so that should be fine. Yes, okay, so then we're going to override upgrade spell 1. This is going to do another 10%. So I'm basically going to have to do all this again. Only I do it with the new percentage, which is this right here. So I'm going to copy that one and do it like that. I mean, do I really need it to be that precise? I could probably get away with like doing like that. I probably don't even need that many decimal places, but I'm gonna keep it as precise as possible without having all those numbers. So yeah, this will reduce it by a further 10% for a total 25% reduction whenever you upgrade both of them. And then yes, okay. And then override upgrade spell 2. This one's going to give you a 20% chance to heal on spellcast instead of spending health. So we're going to go to this.owner.stats listeners .push new change listener. So stat listener is listening for current health cast. Change type is going to turn it into a buff. Apply target is going to be the source. It's going to be the same because the target and the source are going to be the same entity, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I could put target here if I want to, but I'm just going to keep it with source. Stat to change current health base stat value. Well, actually, I need to push 2 listeners, one to negate the health cast, and then one to heal you. So like this dot, I mean, hold on. Gotta make 2 variables. Okay, take all that out. Variable heal change listener equals new change listener. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing. Current health cast, what we're listening for, gonna change it to a buff. Apply target's gonna be the source of the cast. Base is the source. Stat to change current health. Base stat is the value of the cast by a multiplier of -1, so that it heals instead of reducing their health. Is positive is true. On source is true. Is pre is going to be true because we want it to. No. It can be false. It can be false. It can be false. I'm pretty sure it can be false. Because false, it'll heal him after the cast goes through. But we're gonna have another one here. Cast negate change listener equals new change listener. Current health. Actually, no, it can't be false because I want it to heal him before the cast goes into effect. So I'm just gonna keep it true. There we go. So this is listening for current health cast again. Change type doesn't matter. Apply target doesn't matter, but I'm just gonna keep it source again. Because we're changing the value from a factor of the value by -1. So we're going to negate it. No, I'm sorry. Wait. What am I doing? Yeah, no, this is true. This is true. Yes. That is very true. It's technically not positive. No, it technically is because it's not going to deal damage. On source is true. Is pre has to be true because we want to change the cast before it goes through. And now what we do is we can push the heal and push the cast and negate. And I think that should be fine. Let's see if it works. Or not works. I just want to see if it didn't crash. What? Attempted access of inaccessible method through a reference with static. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's protected, that's why. Why is update description protected? I guess I didn't want update description to be protected. Problem is, if I change this to public, I'll have to change it on every single ability. God dang it. Okay, I mean, I guess for now, I can have this. Oh, God, I can't. I have to change it. Oh, no. Am I done? Did I do it? Oh, okay. Seems to have started just fine. Yeah, okay. Problem is I can't really test it per se. I can go in like passive blood training dot unlock player and then what can I do? I guess I can upgrade it. Passive blood training upgrade. No. Then I'll upgrade it a second time, and then I'll just hold on, active blood mage. What's an ability I can use that won't kill the ally too quickly? I guess I can I just use hemorrhage. I guess I'll just do hemorrhage. Oh, there we go. Unlock entity player. Active blood mage hemorrhage dot cast on the ally one, and then from here I'll just cast it a few times, and we'll see if the oh my god, oh, idiot, dumb, stupid, you broke it. There we go. And we'll see if the health cast goes down, because it should deal let's see. Oh, I skipped it. Blood Mage. Hemorrhage should cost... Let's see. How much? Oh, God. What the hell? Jesus. Oh, I'm scared now. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I don't know when the cast spell, like, stops. So I'm just gonna call Trace to make a new line. Okay, so let's do that. There we go. So now we'll be able to see the breaks between the cast spells. Okay, so let's see. The first cast, player name, current health buff. Oh, it's doing all of them. What? Oh, you know why? Because I needed to make the, So here's what's gonna happen. The heal, I need to make the chance 20, and this one I need to make 100, and I need to make it chance linked. I didn't even think about that, because these have to be linked to each other so that the heal, rather, the cast negate only applies whenever the heal applies, and the heal will have a 20% chance to do so. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. So that should be looking better. Yeah, okay. So here, the current health cast is 14, and the spell itself has a cost of 20. So we know the cast is being reduced properly, and then it dealt, you know, a lot of spell damage. What the hell? Oh yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, and then this one, same thing, and then we did get one heal from it instead of a cast, And this is looking to be just fine. Yeah, okay, so that passive seems to work just fine now. Cool beans. So let's get rid of that. And now we can go into augmentation, which, what does it do? It just increases spell damage dealt. And then, yeah, okay, awesome. So this one's gonna be kind of fun to make because of the interaction that it does. Oh, I don't even need to update or override update description because I can just do this. Description equals plus 35% spell damage dealt. Easy peasy. I'm gonna override unlock. Basically, owner.stats listeners.push a new change listener. Listening for a current health spell. Change type doesn't matter because we're changing the value. Apply target is going to be the target of the ability. Base target is going to be, doesn't matter because we're changing the value. Stat to change is value. Base stat is value by a factor of 35%. Is positive is true. On source is true. Is pre is true. And it has a 100% chance to apply. So that's easy. Override. Upgrade spell 1. This one is going to convert all attack damage dealt to spell damage. So this one is going to be the same thing as blood training, only instead of a 20% chance to convert, it's going to convert it all the time. So we're going to have two variables. This is going to be the spell convert change listener equals new change listener. Stat listener, current health, attack, change type, we're changing it to a spell. Apply target is going to be the target. Base target doesn't matter because we're changing the value. Okay, target again. Stat to change value. Base stat is going to be the value. So yeah, this one, -1 is positive, true. On source true is pre-true. And then var attack negate change listener equals new change listener. This one again, listening for current health attack, and then doesn't matter, the change type doesn't matter because we're just reducing the actual value itself. Actually here I'm dumb because this one's going to do this one's converting it to a new damage type, so I need to damage his health. And the multiplier needs to be 1, not -1, because the attack, whenever a current health attack goes through, the number is already going to be a negative number, so I don't need to multiply it by another negative, because that's going to make it a positive number, which will instead heal instead of deal damage. So yeah, apply target, again, target, base target, target, value, value, and this one's going to be -1 because we want to negate it. Is positive is true, on source is true, is pre is true. So then this dot owner stats listeners dot push spell convert and attack negate. So that one should be working fine. Override upgrade spell 2, and this one's going to basically be the exact same as blood training's conversion, only instead of working with when you cast a spell using health, it's going to be when you deal damage. And so this is going to basically var spell convert, or rather it's going to be divine convert change listener. No, not change effect listener, just a change listener. So I need to get rid of that import. Get out of here. Equals new change listener. Listening for a current health spell. Change type to divine. Apply target is going to be the target. Target. Stat to change current health because we're dealing damage. Base stat value. Factor of 1. Basically, it's going to be very similar to this. Only chance is 20. And in the new one, spell negate. Change listener. No, I did the same thing. I imported it again. Get out of here. Equals new change listener. Again, current health. Oh god, spell. Change type doesn't matter. Apply target is target. Target. Stat to change. Value. Base stat is value. Multiplier is -1. Is positive. True. 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 100. And we have to link it to the divine convert, because we only want it to negate spell damage when it converts to divine damage, which has a 20% chance to happen. So then this .owner stats listeners .push push divine convert spell negate. And so here's what's gonna happen. In order to test this, I'm gonna have to go into passive augmentation .unlock on the player, and then go into passive spell again, augmentation. We're going to upgrade the spell, and then we're going to upgrade it a second time. And what's going to happen is I'm going to deal like a bunch of just attack damages, and what's going to happen is you're going to see the attack damage get converted to spell damage, and then the spell damage will then have a 20% chance to convert to divine damage, which will be kind of interesting. So new stat change event, current health, attack, target entity is going to be the ally 1, the source is going to be from the player. Change this to -10, that's not too bad. And I'm going to deal like 10 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we'll get to see the passives. What have I done? Oh, I need one more? Okay. I got you one more right here. One more parentheses. Come on. Come on. So let's see. Let's see if that worked. Let's go all the way up. Alright, so yes, it dealt spell damage, and it negated the attack damage. And then here you can see it was going to deal attack damage, but that negated, or that converted to spell damage, and the spell damage got negated because it converted to divine damage. And so you can see the divine only happened once, and in every other case, the attack damage just converted to spell damage, and that's it. So yeah, that's working properly too. Oh my god, that's so cool. I really like this, actually. I might change it to like a 50% chance to convert attack damage to spell damage, and then a 20% chance to convert spell damage to divine damage. I might do that. I might change it. Oh god. Oh, I am really on the fence, because I was thinking if I change it to about like a 50% chance to do this, then I'll change this to a 25% chance, and then you'll get like, you know, a small percent chance for when you attack that it'll deal divine damage. I think I kind of really want to do that. Let's do like a 50% chance to convert attack damage dealt to spell damage, and then a 25% chance to do that. So here, my nose, it's really irritated. I have no idea why. Converts all. Yeah, okay, so this is still standing where it deals bonus spell damage, but we're going to have to do the thing here where we do 50% chance, and this one's going to be linked. So let's see. Now we can see the new things go through where it'll deal attack damage half of the time, and then in the other half, 75% will deal 75% chance will deal spell damage, and the other 25% will deal divine damage. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around. And yeah, as you can see, it deals 10 damage because that's the current health attack going through only deals 10 damage. But when it deals spell damage, it gets increased by 50%. And honestly, I don't know why it's rounding down instead of rounding up, but I guess it's okay. There were no divine damages going through, so I will like increase the amount of trials just to increase the chance of a divine going through. So let's see. Oh, yeah, we got one right there. We got two actually. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That is very nice. Very nice passive. I enjoy that. I like the concept behind it. The developer really knows what he's doing. Haha, it's me, if you didn't know. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of this video. That was fun. Next video, we're going to be doing the infinites of the Blood Mage, which is instability, which is 1% chance to heal on spellcast instead of spending health, which is just basically a poor version of blood training. Then we get soul tap plus 0.05% health regen per intelligence per level. So if you have, like 10 intelligence times 0.05. No, it's a percentage wise, so it's gonna be 0.005. Correct? Yes. Because that's 1%. And that's 5%. And we have to do... Oh no, it's even worse. Oh no, I'm dumb because it's gonna be a flat change. That's not gonna be like... It's not an actual percentage change. Just because it's really strange. Because in things like accuracy, crit chance, if it says... Oh, don't look at my Facebook. I'm gonna have to blur that out. Damn it, I have to blur that out in post-processing now. Damn it. Okay. Because in things like... accuracy and regen and stuff, when it says it increases it by 1%, it's not like if you have like 200 accuracy, if it's going to increase it, rather like 200, increasing it by 1%, putting it to 202, the 1% is a flat increase. The 200% increases by 1% to 201%. And so for here, it's actually like, if you have 10 intelligence, it's going to multiply by 0.05. And so you get 0.5% health regen per 10 intelligence. It's kind of hard to explain because it's really confusing. But just know that this is a flat change in percent and not an actual literal multiplicative percent change. So anyways, there's Soul Tab. That one was harder to explain than I thought. And then Health Fountain increases your max health per intelligence. So each intelligence gives you one extra max health. And so if you upgrade this a lot, you can get a lot of health. So yeah. Anyways, end of that video. And after the next video, the Blood Mage is going to be completely finished, which is nuts. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please show your appreciation by clicking the like button, subscribing, commenting, all that garbage. And I'll see you guys next time.